again! Welcome to my YouTube channel, Math with Teens. Our topic for today is about applying the laws involving positive integral exponents to zero and negative integral exponents. So we have first positive integral exponents. Okay, let us give the product of these examples. Number 1, 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 is equal to 81. And we can write that as 3 to the 4th power. Number 2, 6 times 6 is equal to 36. And we can write that as 6 squared. Number 3, 5 times 5 times 5 is equal to 125. And we can write as 5 cubed. And 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 32. And we can write that as 2 raised to 5 or 2 to the 5th power. Okay, let us discuss now the laws of exponent. And the first law of exponent is the product law. We have x raised to m times x raised to n is equal to x raised to m plus n. You need to add the exponent, m plus n. Examples. Number 1, x squared times x to the 4th is equal to x raised to 2 plus 4. You just add the 2 and 4. Then the sum is 6 and the final answer is x raised to 6. Number 2, a times a squared times a to the 4th is equal to a raised to 1 plus 2 plus 4, and the sum of this is 7. So the answer is a raised to 7. Number 3, negative 8y raised to 5 times 2y squared is equal to negative 8 times 2y raised to 5 plus 2 is equal to negative 16y raised to 7. Okay, that's our the product law. Okay, the second law of exponent is the power of a power law. We have x raised to m quantity raised to n is equal to x raised to m n. You need to multiply the exponent because power of a power. Examples. Number 1, a squared quantity raised to 4 is equal to a raised to 2 times 4, and 2 times 4 is 8. So the answer is a raised to 8. Second, 2 cubed quantity squared is equal to 2 raised to 3 times 2, and 3 times 2 is 6. So 2 raised to 6, meaning you have to multiply by itself 6 times. So we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, and the answer is 64. Number 3 is x raised to 3a quantity squared is equal to x raised to 3a times 2. And the final answer is x raised to 6a. So these are the power of a power law. The third law of exponent is power of product law. So we have xy quantity raised to m. You need to distribute the exponent. So we have x raised to m, y raised to m. Example number 1. A cubed b squared quantity raised to 4. So you need to distribute the exponent each term. So we have a raised to 3 times 4 multiplying the exponent. B raised to 2 times 4. And our final answer is a raised to 12, b raised to 8. Number 2, 2b cubed quantity raised to 2 or 2b cubed quantity squared is equal to 2 raised to 1 times 2 because the exponent of 2 is 1. So 1 times 2. Then b raised to 3 times 2. And the final answer is, so we have 2 squared because 2 times 1 is 2. So we have 2 squared, b raised to 6. And we need to simplify the 2 squared. And the 2 squared is 4b raised to 6. Our third example, negative 3x raised to 3a quantity squared is equal to negative 3 quantity raised to 1 times 2, x raised to 3a times 2. So we have negative 3 quantity squared, x raised to 6a, and negative 3 times negative 3 become positive 9, x raised to 6a. So these are the power of product law. Okay, our fourth law of exponent. So we have quotient law. So in a quotient law, we have x raised to m over x raised to n is equal to x raised to m minus n. You need to subtract the exponent. Sample, x raised to 10 over x raised to 7 is equal to x raised to 10 minus 7. So 10 minus 7 is 3. So the final answer is x raised to 3. Number 2, quotient law again. So example, we have 15a raised to 4, b raised to 3, c squared, all over negative 3, a, b, c. So we have 15 a raised to 4 minus 1 because the exponent of a here is 1. So b cubed minus 1, then c squared minus 1. So minus all over negative 3. So 15 divided by negative 3 is negative 5. Then 4 minus 1 is 3. So we have a cubed. B raised to 3 minus 1 is 2. Then c raised to 2 minus 1 is 1. Our final answer is negative 5 a cubed b squared c. Okay, our last law of exponent is power of quotient law. And what is that? For any non-zero number x and y, any integer n, we have x over y, quantity raised to n is equal to x raised to n over y raised to n. So distribute the exponent to the numerator and to the denominator. Sample, a over b, quantity raised to p, is equal to, distribute, so a raised to p over b raised to p. And that is the answer. Sample number 2. So we have m cubed over n raised to 4 quantity squared. So we need to multiply the exponent. 3 times 2 is 6, so we have m raised to 6. 4 times 2 is 8, so we have n raised to 8. So the answer is m raised to 6 over n raised to 8. Okay, the third example. So we have 2x cubed over 3y to the 4th. So we have, distribute the exponent. 2 squared, x raised to 6, because multiply, all over 3 squared, y raised to 8. And our final answer, we need to simplify this. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 3 is 9. 4x raised to 6 all over 9y raised to 8. And that is the final answer. So these examples are the laws of exponents. And now, Now we have zero exponents. In zero exponent, for any non-zero number a raised to 0 is equal to 1, meaning any number raised to 0 is equal to 1. Examples. Number 1, 5 raised to 0 is equal to, yes, 1. Okay, number 2, 8 ab raised to 0, c to the 4th. So our answer now is 8 a c raised to 4 because b raised to 0 is 1. So 1 times 8 is 8. So final answer is 8 a c to the 4th. And the third one, 4x squared y cubed quantity raised to 0. So any number or any quantity raised to 0 and that is equal to 1. Okay, that's our the zero exponent. Now we have negative exponents. For any non-zero number a and any integer n, a raised to the negative n is equal to 1 over a raised to n. So we need to get the reciprocal to become positive, the exponent. So a raised to negative n become 1 over a raised to n. Your exponent become positive when you get the reciprocal. Example, a raised to the negative 3. So the answer is 1 over a cubed. So your exponent negative become positive once you get the reciprocal. Number 2, 8ab cubed quantity raised to negative 1. So the answer is, so get the reciprocal. So we have 1 over 8ab. So positive exponent. And last, 4x squared y cubed quantity raised to the negative 2. So become 1 over or all over 4x squared y cubed raised to quantity squared. Yes, it become positive 2 and we need to simplify. So the final answer is 1 over 4 times 4 is 16. X squared times 2 is x to the 4th. Y cubed, so 3 times 2 is 6. Our final answer is 1 all over 16 x to the 4th y raised to 6. So these are the negative exponent. Okay guys, that's all for today. I hope you have learned a lot. Thank you for watching. God bless and keep safe.